Hi, this is Brandon, and this is video 6, and I'm going to talk about how to add a page in detail, along with images. So I'm logged in on Google Chrome, logged out on Microsoft Edge. I'm inside my Sandbox folder, and I want to add a new page. So I'm going to click Add New. Right now you can see I have the grid view set on my folder. I'm going to click Add New Page. Making sure I was recording. Okay, now I want to add a title. I've had awesome pages in the past, but this time I'm making the best page, just the best. Okay, now I have some dummy text I want to add to my page as well. So I copied that from my notepad. I want to paste that into here. So I have multiple paragraphs that are showing up, but I want to add an image. Let's just say I want to add it right here. I click next to my text here and I just pressed enter, and that created a new paragraph which I'm going to add an image to. So I've went out and downloaded an image off my desktop, or an image off of the internet, excuse me. And I want to upload this image. So I'm going to click on the Upload tab, and I'm going to browse to my desktop, and the best is the image I want to upload. So I've uploaded that image. Or actually, I need to click Upload, excuse me. Okay, and then I have options. How I want to display it. Do I want to display it in the original size as an icon? You can tell there's multiple dimensions here. The numbers stand for pixels. I'm going to display it in its original size. And I need to add a title and alternative text. This is important for ADA compliance, so make sure you add this text. And I can control my alignment here. I'm just going to leave it to inline. Right and left will move the image to the right of the content or to the left of the content and have content wrap around it, or the text wrap around it, but I don't want to do that. I just want to leave it inline. So I'm going to click Insert. I also have options to upload an internal image if the image was already uploaded. But in this case, I uploaded the image from my desktop. External image. This would be if you wanted to display an image from another website. You could enter the URL of the image right here, but I'm not going to do that right now. I've already uploaded my image, and it's sitting right here. That's just the best image. So I'm going to insert it into my content. And I don't know why it displays this way at the moment, but right now the first thing I want to do before I do anything else is save this page. I think I know why this is not showing up, and I will show you why in just a minute. But I want to edit this page right now. There's something I want to show everyone. We have the default options here on the default tab, as you've already seen, but we have other options as well. I want to talk about this right here, short name. This text right here is what is displayed on the URL. So let's just say instead of the best page, I just want to make this a user-friendly link. I'm just going to say best, and I'm going to save that. So you can see my URL. Before it said the best page, now it just says best. So this is useful if you want to shorten your URL. If you have a really long page title, the URL is going to be the same way. If you want to have a page title that's different from your URL, you can control that by going to that, doing what I just did. So right now we have the problem of the image not displaying properly. So what I want to do is go out, I want to back out to my contents of my folder and take a look at things and find out what's going on. You can see that I have two things here in red. This means that these are both private. I want to change the state of these things to public. I want to change the state, and I don't want to publish internally. I don't want to submit for publication. If you're not a publisher, then you would submit for publication, but in this case I am a publisher, so I'm going to select that and apply. Now my page should be able to be seen from the public. If I right click on this, you can see as I hover over it, I have the URL showing up in my browser underneath. I'm going to right click. I want to copy that link address and go over to Edge, and I'm going to paste and go. And there you have it. My picture showed up in line just like I wanted, and the public can see it. So I can even back out to my folder and take a look at the grid view if I want. And now we have the best page just showing up right there. So that is how we can add a page with an image in it. Let's go to the best page and let's do some more editing. This thing is a little tricky sometimes, but let's just do this. Let's click this checkbox, and we'll go to, do we have an option for edit? I thought we did. Well, I'm not sure why this isn't letting me edit it, but let's go to, well, let's figure this out. Let's just hit refresh on this page. Chrome is just not liking me right now. I don't want to delete it, don't want to rename it. Properties? No, I don't want to change the properties of it either. So as you can tell, this is real world. I'm just showing you what I would deal with, and let's solve this problem together. So I can go here, I can go to the best page, and from here I can go to edit. So if I navigate to the URL, whether it's through another link or if I already have the URL, I can click the edit button on the side. Other browsers, I would imagine, are not going to give you that problem. I'm not sure. This must be a little quirk that I'm having in Chrome today. But we have other options that I wanted to show you inside our editor here. Let's say we wanted to make that word bold. I can just double click it, click bold. And as you can tell, this is very similar to something you'd see in Microsoft Word. Maybe I want to break this up into more paragraphs than just that one big block of text. It's not very reader friendly. So I want to break it up a little bit more. And let's say I want to add a heading in here. Or I'll tell you what, let's just take some of this text, take that out, and I want to just make this a heading. So I can click Formats, and here you can see I have many options. I can turn it into a header. I would recommend using header 2 and higher. I would not use header 1 because that's important for search engine optimization. Header 1 I think is already displayed at the top, so only use header 2 and below inside your page. Block, if I want to add another paragraph, I can do that. Or if I want to change think if I click on the text in formats, I can change things about that text. So if I want to align it center, I can do that. I'll click it. If I want to turn it into a heading, I can do that. And then you can see I can do other things with it as well, but I'm going to leave that alone. Many of the same options are available up here. For instance, the bold, it's available under format, the format menu, but it's also available here as well. So there's going to be duplication of some of these options in this row right here, as well as the menus at the top. If I want to look at the source code, the HTML, just the raw HTML of the page, I can do that. Another thing I can do is make an image. I can edit the image, and I can make it a link. But instead of that, I need to click on this. Click on the image. If I want to make an image a link, I'll just click this right here, the little chain, like a chain link fence. And then I can either point to another spot on the website. I can point to an external URL. How about, let's just point it to google.com. I have options here as to where the link will show up when I click on it. I want to open it in a new frame. If I want to keep it in the same window, I can do that, but I like to have external links open in new frames or windows. So I'm going to do that. I'll give it a title for ADA compliance. Oops. Google. If it was an email address, I could use that. If it was an anchor to another spot on my page, I could do that as well. But this is an external link just to google.com, so I'm going to insert it. Not that I'm implying Google's the best search engine by any means. I'm just using it as a reference. But if I save this, and I come over here to the same page and I click refresh, you can see that the image is now a link to google.com, and I have the bold text here, I have the heading right here, and if I click the link, it's supposed to open up in a new tab, but it didn't. Not sure why. Let's go find out. Let's edit. I'll go back here, and I want to highlight or click on the image so it's highlighted in the blue. And I want to notice that the font is different that appears on the page. I want to change that to a header 3 and see if that changes it. And I want to center it on this heading. The image, click it, highlight it, make sure it's in blue, click on the chain link to edit the link. It's supposed to open in a new window or frame. Open in top frame. Let's just say open in new window. And click insert. And it's not taking me anywhere. I hit cancel. Let's try it again. And this doesn't seem to be working too well either. Oh, because it was an external link. That's the problem. Okay, an external link. I had the internal link, the internal tab selected. I need to click on the external. A new window. Let's try that. Okay, that took care of it. Let's save it. I'll click refresh. I just like to click refresh to get rid of the blue box. And I'll hit refresh over here in my public facing browser. There, it opened up in a new tab that time. To Google. Okay. So I think there was just a difference in the in what option I needed to select. It looked like open in a new window was what got it to open in a new tab. So anyhow, I just wanted to, it looks like the text is showing up like it did in the browser or in the editor on here. So that was an H3 heading. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you how you can create a new page and how you need to publish the page and the content within the page externally. The last thing I would add, and this is one last step, is on the image that I just added. Let's see. Properties. I want to exclude this from navigation. I don't want an image to show up in my left-hand navigation, only pages. So that's the last step. Hopefully this was useful. You got to see me work through some problems. It's not always smooth sailing for those of us in IT either. We had to figure out problems just like everyone else does. So hopefully that was useful to you and not too boring. I'm always here for questions. If you have anything, just let me know. I'll talk to you in the future. So long.